Hello and good evening from St. Louis Park High School. I'm Bruce Ober along with Phil Firk, and tonight it's a Section 6 4A quarterfinals between the St. Louis Park Orioles and the Washburn Millers. And for the St. Louis Park Orioles, they come into this game at 13 and 13, Washburn at 14 and 10. And Phil, it seemed like the season just started, and now we're already in the sections.
It's hard to believe when you think about it. At the beginning of the season, it looks like a long way, and like you say, we're here. That's what the coaches are, aiming for. Be ready at the end of the year.
You know, these two teams played earlier on in the season. St. Louis Park beating Washburn 62-49. But talking to Coach Brighton Bucher of the St. Louis Park Orioles, is that he feels that this Washburn team is sort of playing their best basketball right now at the end of the season. So a little bit different team than when they faced each other last time. And I think you could say that about St. Louis Park too, that they've played really well as the season's progressed, and so it should be a very good contest. For the starting lineups, starting with the visiting team Washburn Millers, will be number 2 Isaac Blotz. He's a junior, averaging 8 points per game. Number 11 Cortez Adams, a senior, averaging 11 points per game. Number 20 Terrell Adams, he's a junior, averaging 13 points per game. Number 32 Pershawn Coleman, he's a senior, averaging 5 points per game. And number 34 Brandon Charles, a senior, averaging 6 points per game. For the St. Louis Park Orioles will be number 1 Michael Howard, senior, averaging 10.5 points per game. Number 2 Aiden Doherty, a junior, averaging 10 points per game. Number 4 Joey Whitlock, a junior, averaging 10 points per game. Number 11 Kyrie Mayfield, he's a junior, averaging almost 13 points per game. And number 45 Ryan Dahmers, a senior, averaging about 7 points per game. St. Louis Park is seated 4th in the sections, and if they go on to win this game, they'll play the winner of Wayzata against Minneapolis South, and Wayzata the number 1 seed in this section. So Wayzata number 1, Hopkins number 2, Armstrong number 3, St. Louis Park number 4, Washburn 5. Then you get down to number 6 is Cooper, 7 Minneapolis Southwest, and 8 Minneapolis South. Get ready to jump it up. It'll be Doherty. He'll jump up against Brandon Charles, and tip control by the Millers. One player to watch for is number 20, Terrell Adams, their leading scorer. He likes to take it to the basket. This team will be real similar athletic ability that we saw when St. Louis Park played Cooper, so a good test for the Orioles.
St. Park is starting out as usual in a man-to-man, and which they're very, very good at. They played some good teams.
Good student section here tonight for the St. Louis Park Orioles.
Isn't that fun? And the kids come out to watch.
Driving down the lane, the ball was lost that time by Lotz, but recovered by Coleman. Adams will set things up. Just underway. Washburn in the white uniform, St. Louis Park black and orange. Shot from outside by Lotz. Didn't go. Orioles fight for the rebound, and it could be Orioles basketball.
This is a good matchup for these teams. They're not extremely tall, but basically all very athletic.
They see pressure early on here by the Millers. Kyrie Mayfield inside. Nice pass. Doherty lost the handle on it. Gets it over to Dahmers. Dahmers is able to score the basket. There again, you see the St. Louis Park so unselfish the way they play basketball. This team, as they've continued to grow, that you see there's no one really that won't pass the basketball to someone else.
And you look at the scoring averages across the board here; they're all in the double figures, 10 points. Just a nice team.
Get the first foul of the game called on the St. Louis Park Orioles. So Dahmers picks up his first foul. That's going to send Brandon Charles to the free throw line. Short on both free throw attempts. St. Louis Park quickly down the court. Doherty saved it, but right into the hands of Cortez Adams. Not much he could do that time.
It looks like Park is ready to run.
Right. I was just going to say that, Phil. Orioles want to push it down the court. Second attempt was blocked. There they go down the court again. Whitlock scores.
Whitlock did a beautiful job using his body to put up against the defender and then putting the ball out so he couldn't block it. Nice pass.
4-0 Orioles lead. Adams for the Millers. Three-pointers good by Cortez Adams. So Adams averaging 11 points on the season. Hits the first basket for the Millers.
Park moves the ball so well. Not afraid to take 10, 12 passes before they get a shot.
Dahmer's pump fake, gets it to the basket, doesn't go, but he draws the foul. No, charging called on Dahmers. That's going to be number 2. Big foul that time because Dahmers now has picked up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of this game.
That hurts because you have to sit down a long time now before that coach will let you back in the ball game usually.
So Richard Green will come into the game. So the Orioles lose that height advantage. They gain a little bit of speed here. See what that does to the rebounding without Dahmers inside. Doherty's going to have to take the inside for the Orioles. Spin move, nice. That was a great play by Terrell Adams as he worked his way to the basket. 5-4 Millers lead. Nice move by Doherty.
Doherty has improved so much since the beginning of the year. That was just a beautiful little jump hook, so soft.
But Doherty looks to take it to the basket anytime he can work his way into the lane, and you like to see that. Ball deflected out of bounds. They're staying off of the Orioles. Long inbound pass to Lotz. Guarded by Green. Cortez Adams over Terrell. Jump shot is good by Pershawn Coleman. See how fast the Orioles push that ball down the court.
They are so good at that, and once they get running, it just they feed off each other.
First foul on the Millers, that was on Pershawn Coleman, so that will send Michael Howard to the free throw line. Josiah Morrow checks in for the Orioles. Michael Howard, 36 of 47 on the season from the free throw line, 76%. So many times we've seen this season that you see 4 of the Orioles out of their 5 have already scored here out of the first 8 points. So getting distribution early. Off balance 3. And a foul will be called on Washburn on the rebound. Doherty had the good position on that one. And
well, Charles just reached down and grabbed him, and it was a pretty easy call.
Second foul of the game. It's going to bring a substitution in for the Millers. Number 12, Albert Demings. Orioles moving well without the ball and with the ball both. There's that little hook shot, in and out. That was
such a soft shot.
Halfway down and came out.
He's going to come back and do that again. He knows. He knows that he can make that shot.
8-7 Orioles with the lead here in the Section 6-4A quarterfinal. Trapped inside. Michael Howard, I think, picked up the foul that time from behind.
It was a nice head and shoulder fake, and Howard just kind of went up thinking he was going to go up and block the shot. But that's what happens. You come down on their back.
Third team foul for the Orioles. Demings at the free throw line now. When you get to the sections, you got to make your free throws. Right now, Washburn 0 for 3.
Not their first one. Now, sometimes you don't realize how important those free throws are, but they still count 1 point, whether it's the beginning of the game or the end of the game.
Damon Newbert, number 22 in the game for Washburn. And there's a block, go right into the hands of Howard. He quickly gets it to Mayfield. Now they work it back out. Kyrie Mayfield for 3. He hit. First three-pointer of the game for the St. Louis Park Orioles. They now lead 11-8. Inside basket by Deming.
Deming had just got his shoulder around and was able to just put it in for an easy layup.
Washburn bench wanted a charge on that, no call. And the basket that time by Coleman, his second basket of the game. May see a lot of lead changes in this game, Phil.
It is, you're right. And Washburn's hitting pretty well from the outside as well.
Doherty, hook shot is off the mark that time. Didn't quite get turned into position on that.
No, he just didn't get the balance.
Good defense by Doherty. Didn't give up any ground that time to Deming. Mayfield had it blocked. Long pass, Green along the baseline and Chart. Tough play for the Orioles because they passed it around so well. That was not really the play that they really needed to end on that.
No, he really had nowhere to go either. He had the baseline and the defender, and he had to take that. He had to put that charge.
We're going to bring Jack Lynch into the game for the first time. Again, Ryan Dahmer's on the bench with 2 fouls. They picked up very early here in the first half. 10:20 to go till halftime. 12-11. The Millers with the lead. Drive along the baseline, and the foul will be called on the Orioles. Kyrie Mayfield. We're seeing the Millers try and take the ball to the hoop a little bit more.
Well, they do. They know. Besides their outside shooting is very well tonight, but they do take it to the basket and get to the free throw line.
Howard.
Well, Howard came out of the game, came right back in, and Joy Whitlock also in the game for the Orioles now.
Park has hit a little lull here. They move the ball well, get to the basket, but they just haven't been able to finish.
Fortunate at that time, Michael Howard was off balance, falling down, was able to draw the foul, and maybe was tripped.
Fouls on Newberg, his first, team's third. Howard at the line to shoot 2.
Foul was called on Newbert, his first foul, 13 foul. Michael Howard to the line. So far 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you're right about lead changes. There's probably been about 4 already, maybe 5.
Well, Washburn's 2-point lead was their biggest lead of the game. St. Louis Park started off with a 4-0 lead in the ball game, and then Washburn has now kept it close, going back and forth. The travel called on Terrell Adams. There's a big body in the middle, Josiah Morrow.
Morrow just pulled his way in there. He used everything he had. A good finish.
Newberg is second, team's 4th.
Newbert picking up his second foul, 4th team foul.
Brandon Charles is in for hands.
Josiah using a little bit of his football expertise as a running back as he went in there.
Well, he is built, there's no question about that.
Orioles now 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and Orioles now back up by 2. Three-pointer comes off the rim, and the rebound was pulled down by number 12, Demings. Put up by Lotz, won't go. Whitlock with the rebound for the Orioles. Into the front court, Lynch is there. Lynch has a roll off, but Josiah Morrow follow up basket.
Give Morrow credit. You know, a lot of kids would have quit at mid-court thinking, well, there's an easy layup, but he finished down there, and that's what the coach wants him to do. Trail the play and then get up into it.
Orioles back up by 4 now. Equals their biggest lead of the game. And travel called for the second time against Terrell Adams.
The Park is using a lot of substitutions tonight, which is good because they're all about the same level ability-wise, and it keeps that, keeps them fresh.
You see the shuffling of the feet that time, just refs onto it, and it's gonna force Washburn to take a timeout here. Mentioned in the section. You may have the section brackets too after this replay where you can just put them up. As Wayzata against Minneapolis South playing tonight, St. Louis Park, Washburn. Other games, Robbinsdale Armstrong against Cooper. St. Louis Park almost played Cooper 2 games in a row, but they ended up shuffling and moving Washburn to number 5 instead of Cooper, and then Hopkins against Southwest. So it could have been a rematch of the St. Louis Park Cooper game which was a great game here at St. Louis Park. The Orioles ended up beating Cooper. There's a steal by the Millers, tipped out of bounds, touched by the Orioles. That was Gordon breaking down the left sideline. Looked like he'd have a shot at the basket. Almost stolen by Howard, and now Howard's going to pick up a foul. So we number 2, I think, Michael Howard. So he will come out of the game to be replaced by Richard Green. St. Louis Park with 16 fouls. One more, though. Millers will be in the bonus. No one wanted to get that basketball. Now the Orioles have it into the front court. Green off for Doherty. Steps back, doesn't get it to go. Morrow fights for the rebound and is pulled down by Demings. Gives it over to Adams. Stolen by the Orioles. They had Kyrie Mayfield down, but they couldn't. He was open in the front court. Now Whitlock puts up the 3 just off the front of the rim. Good opportunity that time by the Orioles.
It was a great opportunity. They played their own, they were playing defense against themselves.
You know, when you watch Washburn, I think they're used to getting those fast break baskets. The Orioles get back so quick, they're unable to get those. That time they get it inside to Demings. Demings has 5 points in the game. He's leading scorer for the Millers. Orioles are going to bring Dahmers back in here with 2 fouls. There's that hook shot.
Yeah, he found his soft spot right there. Beautiful play again. They got to just keep coming back to that till they stop it. Right now they can't.
4 points in the game for Doherty. Double team inside. Aaron shot. Rebound by Mayfield. Into the front court, the Orioles. Green has it. Had an open lane to the basket that time. Thought he'd get that left-hander maybe to go, but draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2.
He did a nice job penetrating. He just couldn't get his body turned around and got to get a good angle and use the glass. Great effort.
Lotz picked up the foul, so Green to the line.
Home returns to the Millers. For the Orioles.
Green 39 is 70 from the free throw line, 56% free throw shooter.
Morrow did a nice job when he was in there.
St. Louis Park up by 5. Biggest lead by either team. We're down to 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Jumper off the mark by Gordon. Orioles with the rebound. Mayfield, a long 3. It's good. He's way behind that 3-point arc. Second 3 of the game for Kyrie Mayfield. He has 6. Orioles up by 8. Orioles playing good defense in this game, Phil.
Well, they just help each other so much.
Not sure where the foul was on that one.
His first to 7.
See what Doherty here if he moved his body.
Adams is going to shoot 2.
Yeah, I guess he did maybe
A
shuffle.
little hard to tell, but the referee was a little closer than we are. This is the time of the game, Bruce, with about 5 minutes to go before the half. If you can stretch it out now and, you know, get a little more of a commanding lead. That's big, starting the second half.
You're right, Phil. That momentum at the end of the half can really make a big difference come second half. Well, we're going to get another attempt here. Orioles stepping into the lane a little bit early. So Terrell Adams will get another chance here, and Adams misses the second one, but they get the rebound. The ball came off a long ways. There's a three, chucked up, not good. Orioles got the rebound. Doherty, see if he, well, yes, that's a block.
We were ready for that one.
Nice drive into the lane. Does it go? Green. 1-on-3, so he holds up, and a foul is going to be called on number 11, Cortez Adams.
Adams really had no chance on that. He just kind of fell over the top. That happens so much at midcourt when the dribbler's dribbling the ball, makes a quick stop,
Right.
and hard to defend.
That was earlier the three that we saw Kyrie Mayfield hit. 23-16, Orioles by 7. Mayfield pass it off, Green.
Well, Park wants a good possession now. Don't do anything foolish. Make sure you get a good shot. That's what you're looking for.
4.5 minutes to go in the half.
And Park is going to spread it out now and take a little time if they can.
Dahmers. Didn't have a shot there and lost the basketball. Washburn trying to cut into the Oriole lead. See how quick Mayfield got back on that. Looked like Cortez Adams was going to get that first step and beat him to the basket, but great job by Mayfield. Crowd applauding the defense. Missed shot. And Doherty push out. If he did, he's going to pick up a second foul.
Doherty had the inside possession on that.
Boy, Coach Breitenbucher did not understand that one. I don't see it either.
You could sort of see the arm of Doherty coming around and holding.
The referees conferring with each other. Doherty now has 2 fouls, so Orioles with 3 players with 2 fouls. That could be important as we get into the second half. Good spin move.
They've done that so many times tonight. We get a double team and they spin out of it.
Well, and Dahmers was playing with 2 fouls, couldn't really move his body and pick up that foul, so
tough position.
pretty smart by the Millers to go after Dahmers. Whitlock for 3. You don't know how important that basket is, but it is when you're seeing the momentum turning and coming up to the end of a half. Hitting that 3.
You're right, Washburn was starting to feel a little bit too.
Orioles back up by 8. Doherty's got to be careful. He's battling inside with Coleman. Whitlock tried to deflect that one. I think Gordon wondering why he didn't have a 3-point opportunity. Dahmers, no, Dahmers is gonna, he goes down, he's hurting.
I think they called a foul on Dahmers.
They called a charge on Dahmers, and he's hurt his left arm.
Third personal foul, teams 9.
Well, it's a big fall right there with about 2 minutes left in the quarter, the half.
Yeah, tough calls for the Orioles on a couple of occasions, one on Doherty and now Dahmers, so they've got Orioles in foul trouble right now. And that's a legal screen. 9 fouls for the Orioles, 7 for the Millers. Only player with 2 fouls for the Millers is Damon Newbert. Six-point game, 26-20. Cross court for Morrow. I'd like to see Morrow have a chance for a 3-point opportunity. Nice pass inside. Morrow draws the foul.
Morrow was ready for that. He knew he was going to get hit, so he just went up and tried the best shot he could. Good pass as well.
Demings now picks up his second foul. Morrow off the bench with 6 points for the Orioles. Orioles need Morrow to be able to go inside because they really lost that inside presence with Dahmers and Doherty with their getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, and Morrow may not be that tall, but he is a load.
8-point Oriole lead. Cortez Adams. Orioles will be happy if Washburn went for one shot here to end the half, but now we get an offensive. We get a turnover.
You don't see that play called very often on a dribble. Now Park can take the last shot here if they control the ball.
28 seconds. Foul call on number 11, Cortez Adams. So Orioles will be to the free throw line now.
Well, these are ones you want to make, otherwise it's like a turnover.
Referees making sure this one doesn't get out of hand. They're going to call a little bit tighter. Jack hitting the front end of the 1-and-1. Pair of free throws, the Orioles up by 10.
I'm just going to say, Park, I don't know what their percentage is, but they've really shot well tonight from the free throw line. It's a chance like we don't want to foul in this last possession.
5 seconds. Shot was blocked and the foul, which just when you said you don't want to foul, they're going to give them 3 shots.
Yeah, well, that'll turn a coach's hair gray, no question about that. Brighton Bucher is just kind of shaking his head. What happened?
Shaking his head as he's pacing the sideline. Lynch going for the block, but got the arm.
Well, we couldn't see the play here from where we were, but we just saw the block of the ball.
Adams now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Two of the three, and he's going to do it.
The Millers 30-22.
So I was checking the free throws here, just real quick here. Five of 11 from the free throw line for Washburn. So, you know, 6 points left on the table. It's an 8-point game here at halftime.
What did Park have for free throws? Do we have that, Bruce?
Nine of 11.
Well, that's pretty much the difference right there.
Right, so again, Phil, for St. Louis Park, they've got players in foul trouble. They got to be able to find a way to keep them out of foul trouble in the second half, but just continue to play the game that they're playing. They're moving well and they're passing well.
And Park has been able to put in, you know, some extra players as well, and they've come in and done have done a really nice job. So the foul trouble is not good, but we're able to kind of overcome that a little bit with some extra players.
So we're 1/2 away to see who goes into the Section 6 for a semifinal game. Our score here at halftime is the St. Louis Park Orioles 30, the Washburn Millers 22. We'll be back with more basketball here shortly.
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
Chris Homer along with Phil Burke as we get ready to start the second half. Phil, you know, interesting on the scoring for St. Louis Park. Morrow had 7, Mayfield had 6, Whitlock had 5, Doherty had 4, Howard had 3, Dahmers and Lynch had 2, and Richard Green had 1. So everyone who played scored, and they sort of worked their way up to 7 points. So that shows you the unselfishness of the St. Louis Park.
That's a lottery win right there, lottery number. Well, we're down to the last 18 minutes for one team. This is
Dahmers, a little short on the 3. This is where St. Louis Park struggled against Chanhassen coming out in the second half. Chanhassen just really took it to him. And see what happens here. There's a basket, 2-point. Brighton Bucher, talking to him earlier, was saying, you know, that's sort of the kind of game that may help us, you know, to learn a lesson, you know, not to take for granted coming out in the second half, and hoping that the Orioles did learn from it. They're outscored 2-0 here early on.
Well, it's always important to get that first basket at the half. It just gives you that psychological advantage, and it just makes you give you a little more extra strength.
Is that Dahmers?
Yeah.
That's going to be Dahmers' 4th.
Dahmers is 4.
That could hurt.
Well, you know, so many times teams don't go after players in foul trouble. And this may have been a planned play to say we're taking it in against number 45.
It's possible, but you know, Dahmer, he feels bad. He really does. And I'm very glad to see Coach Brian Bucher came up and put his arm around him and, you know, gave him a little encouragement. As hard as it is.
After tough free throw shooting in the first half, Washburn hits both free throws there. See a trap by Morrow. He's going to have to call a timeout. Probably a good timeout for the Orioles anyways at this point, because Washburn really coming out with a little momentum here.
Good time. They have to regroup. All of a sudden, when you get your big player like Dahmers get that quick foul, that's devastating. But that's what you have to overcome as well.
Some of the other sections, section 1-4A has Lakeville North as the number 1 seed, New Prague as the number 2. Section 2-4A, Chaska number 1, Bloomington Jefferson number 2. 3-4A is Apple Valley number 1, Eastview number 2. Section 4-4A, Eastridge number 1, Woodbury number 2. 5 is Champlin Park number 1, Park Center number 2. We'll give you more.
Some good basketball teams in there and some wonderful players. Seems like it's getting better and better every year.
If you can get out to watch some of these games, it's important. Washburn with the steal, the block maybe by Howard is tipped, and I guess the ball hit the baseline. So the Millers get it back. They only trail by 4 now. Trailed by 8 to start the second half, and we're going to get Richard Green coming in, replacing Joey Whitlock. Reach in foul against the Orioles. That'll be foul number 2. Foul number 2 for Richard Green. Inside pass, foul, and Morrow with the push from behind.
In 2 minutes now, all of it, you know, with an 8-point lead, it looked like it was going to hold up a little bit, but not the way this is happening right now.
Adams with 5 points here in the second half.
Well, this little pressure's put, you know, made a little difference in the game as well.
That's a big basket for Michael Howard.
Well, they needed that bad.
Yeah, it was down to a 1-point game. They're outscored 7-0 to start the second half. Ball is tipped. Kyrie Mayfield with the basket. Orioles with 2 quick baskets.
That was all effort.
Boy, did a great job to be able to pick that ball up on the run.
What a streak. Well, that should give them a little bit of a feeling of, hey, we're back in the game.
Probably a little breather for St. Louis Park coaching staff, too.
Well, stopping a run is tough.
There's a 3 short into the hands of Morrow. Now Mayfield into the front court. Mayfield. I think we're going to see a timeout here for Washburn. And we do.
That was a beautiful jump shot, I'll tell you. When you got up in the air, it just seemed like he hung up there.
Kyrie Mayfield coming to life here. He had 2 threes to start in the first half, and now he has a couple. You know, Orioles quickly up by 7, so.
Well, right now this game is a little run of streaks, and you know, 6-7 point lead doesn't stand up very long.
You know, the last two sections that we didn't mention earlier, we were telling you 1 and 2 teams in each of the sections. Section 7 and 4A has Forest Lake number 1, Blaine number 2. And then Section 8, Maple Grove number 1, and St. Cloud Tech number 2. Maple Grove may have, being as good as they are, that may be the bracket that could be one of the easier brackets. Lakeville North has to get through New Prague and Rochester John Marshall, so they get hurt. They're going to get to the state tournament again, and we're going to foul away from the ball. Going to be on number 32 for Sean Coleman. Only the first foul in the second half.
Well, when you set that screen, you got to be solid. You can't, you know, stick your hip out and expect to get into your set a screen.
Well, Howard trips, still able to get the ball, and Doherty finishes.
That was all effort.
$38-29. They're given a warning. I don't know what. I know, a little bit of an arm on that one, and it could have gone either way, I think.
Now both arms went up. Well, these referees want to take control of this game, and they're calling pretty tight right now. So, but you have to learn to play with that as well.
Fourth foul for the St. Louis Park Orioles here with 14 minutes to go. Only one foul for the Washburn Millers. Cortez Adams has the basketball. Guarded by Green. Kyrie Mayfield being a little too aggressive that time. A really good play that time by Pearl Adams to come back to the basketball, forcing Kyrie to pick up the foul.
Well, this is a time of the game when you've got this lead, you really have to play with some discipline.
Again, when you have a lead and you pick up so many fouls, you have an opportunity to give Washburn a chance to score without any points or any time coming off the clock, because they'll get to the free throw line quite a bit.
And that's exactly what's happening now. Park has to just kind of settle down and play their game.
We've seen a few legal screens for Sean Coleman picking up the foul. And
well, right now, both teams have recognized that these referees are calling things extremely close.
Doherty didn't want to take that one in and do a little hook shot. Decided to just
a little too far out on the floor.
Inside, tipped out of bounds. Good position that time by Aiden Doherty as he didn't pick up his third foul. Gordon inbound it. Three is good. Terrell Adams having a big second half. Spin move, reverse layup is good by Doherty. 8 in the game for Aiden Doherty.
Doherty, you knew he was going to go under the basket that time. So good read.
Michael Howard with the steal. Goes down the baseline. Does a great job not to pick up a charge. That time, Newbert seemed to have good position underneath.
I don't know how he did that, but he did it.
That shot was partially deflected by Doherty. Out of bounds, it'll be Washburn's basketball here with the score 42-32. I think their referee may be trying to, I don't know if he's, thought maybe he was calling for a towel to wipe something up off the floor, but just wasn't ready to start the play. Get a foul inside on the Orioles. Well, here's the fourth foul on Richard Green. Orioles with two players with 4 fouls, and there's still 11:46 to go in the second half. This is what the Orioles, though, have prepared for. Is they have players, they can go deep on their bench, and they have a lot of players, a lot of depth that can, sometimes they can overcome this foul trouble.
Right now, but they can't afford too many more fouls. But the referees are really calling it extremely close.
Three is good.
Is that Morrow?
Josiah Morrow. Yep.
We couldn't see it, but we'll give it to Morrow. No, he was a good shot from the corner.
Tomorrow today.
That's right.
There's a three on the other end. Into the hands of Doherty. Got it deflected. Saved by the Millers. And a foul against the Orioles. Tough break for the Orioles that time, and Morrow picks up his foul.
Well, they fought hard to get that ball. They just about had it, too.
Now Doherty picks up his third. So it wasn't Morrow. The Miller's perfect from the line here in the second half. This free throw and a violation on the Millers. Oh, that's a foul, so foul will be called on Albert Demings. Third foul, third team foul. Orioles have 7.
Well, the Millers went into a zone now for the first time. We haven't seen that tonight, so we'll see how Park attacks it. I don't know if they've recognized it yet. They probably have.
Whitlock, 3. It's a little flat on that shot. Kyrie Mayfield, and he gets called for the foul. Number 3 on Kyrie.
Well, that bench we talked about earlier might be used up pretty fast here, the way they're calling fouls.
Well, with Green having 4 fouls and Kyrie 3, they cannot afford Kyrie to pick up another foul. 2 misses in a row for Adams.
Well, this is where you have to really learn to play the game smart. You know, with the lead, don't get yourself in jeopardy.
careful, not over and back. Inside to Lynch. Rebound. Millers. Thrown out of bounds. Tipped by the Orioles, though. Well, with 10 minutes to go, the Orioles want to bring Dahmers back in.
Well, we'll see. I think as long as they have an 8 or 10 point lead, he'll be out of the game until the last couple minutes, maybe.
Well, he's ready to come in, Phil.
Well,
push on the Millers.
that was a battle.
The Demings now picks up, I think, his 4th foul. And he's got to be careful not to get a tee. Good job by his teammates to pull him away from picking up a possible technical foul.
Well, he's visibly upset right now, but he just got to settle down.
Scramble on the floor, Howard, and he was able to get that shot up and draw the foul.
Yeah. Howard he's quite an athlete. He's fun to watch him play because he's long. He's got long arms. He jumps. Just a very, very good athlete.
Newbert picking up his 3rd foul.
Howard at the line for the Orioles.
Well, it looks like Park is coming back now with Dahmers.
Two free throws gives the Orioles an 11-point lead. 9:39 to go. Dahmers in with 4 fouls. Kyrie Mayfield in with 3. See if they try and get someone inside on Dahmers.
Yeah, we'll watch him carefully and see how they play this. They probably try to go right after him if they can.
Watch Cortez. They're going to put a 3 up, and it's good. Cook Gordon getting the 3-pointer. 8-point game. Well, that's a tough foul call. Cook Gordon almost got there to steal that basketball.
Yeah, that's about as close as you want to see it play.
Spin move by Howard. Won't go. Rebound, Morrow.
Oh.
And draws the foul.
Well, Park
Good down
really
inside.
battled on the boards that
Yeah,
time.
they
huh?
did. They did. They had 2 guys right in position.
You can sort of see the energy coming through Park right now. You can see a little momentum shift.
4 fouls on for Sean Coleman.
So Morrow at the line to shoot 2.
Morrow to the free throw line. Gets a lot of arc on that free throw.
He's done well tonight. He's made 5 in a row. Or
4 in a row and 11 points in the game. Five for 5 from the line. Josiah Morrow. It's important because he's not in the starting lineup, but because of all the fouls, he's been in there and he's done a great job keeping the Orioles in this game.
he's such a good defender.
He's a tree inside. Three put up by Lotz is good. Miller scoring in threes now. Oh, he fell and the ball went right into the hands of Adams. Now a 5-point game.
Well, I mentioned momentum swing. Dahmers has to be careful here.
Off the mark, Dahmers with the rebound and a foul. Orioles will be in the bonus.
Well, this game got a little interesting pretty fast
Really?
here. Wow.
Both teams can score in a hurry. We saw how fast, like when it was a 1-point game, the Orioles got it back up to 7, but you can see how fast Washburn can get it down to a 5-point game.
Well, I mentioned momentum, and that's just what's happened in the last couple of minutes.
Millers will take a timeout.
But Bruce, that's what's fun about high school basketball. I mean, both teams are out there battling as hard as they can. Like I mentioned earlier, one team only had a half 18 more minutes, and their season's over. So they're going to put their life on the line, you might say.
Right, for the St. Louis Park Orioles, the number of seniors on this team, they don't want this to be their last game. This is a team that's played together for a number of years, and a team that Coach Brighton Bucher calls just such a great group of guys that he's really loved coaching over the years, and he's gonna miss these guys, and like to have another game to see how they can perform against a team like Wayzata if Wayzata does what they're supposed to and wins their game tonight.
Well, Washburn got back in this game by hitting a couple threes, getting a turnover, getting a layup. And ParkTV really had no answer for that at that time. We'll see what they do now with 7 minutes and 35 seconds left.
Both team with 8 fouls. So we got a couple 1-on-1s that'll be coming up, and then both teams will be shooting 2 every time they go to the free throw line. Dahmers with 2 points in the game. So that front end of the 1-on-1 always so big. You get into these games, every free throw is big though. Orioles back up by 7, 51-44. Lotz with the 3 his last time. Now they're going to take it on Dahmers. Trying to get that open 3. There it is. And good position that time by Josiah Morrow, and the foul is going to be called on number 22, Newbert, I believe, and that'll be his 4th. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That was a flop.
There you go.
Referee's got to keep this one under control. They're going to get both teams over to the sideline.
Did you see what happened on the...
I don't know if we can see the flop again, if that was a flop, or if Dahmers backed into him.
Coach Breitenberger's earning his money tonight, no question. Okay.
Let's see here. Trying to see what happens here. Dahmer's got upset about something.
Officials timeout.
I didn't see it. We're gonna get a, I don't know if we got a double technical or just a foul. Morrow go to the free throw line. Referees really did what they had to do, is get both teams back to the benches, try and cool the things down a little bit here. Morrow. 6 free throws for Josiah. Richard Green back in the game for the Orioles with 4 fouls too. What a job by Morrow from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's having a career free throw night, no question about it.
Well, you got to imagine refs are watching this very closely now. 9-point St. Louis Park lead.
Nope.
Jump shot, not good. Rebound by Green.
Green went up pretty high to get that rebound.
Orioles could take some time off the clock, but nope, they're gonna. Boy, Mayfield went in a little too quick.
A little out of control too.
He had the open lane. 3 by Lots is good. What a difference maker that was.
I don't know if they're looking for each other or what. But I think he might take Dahmer's out, possibly.
We got to get Michael Howard, try and get him back into the game. Doherty looks to the basket. Spin move. Back out. Green inside. Dahmers wanted a foul. Tip out of bounds. It'll be Miller's basketball.
Coach Brian Bucher wanted to get Dahmers out of the game because he was afraid he'd pick up that last foul.
Six-point game. The 3, Miller can make it a 1-possession game. Spin move, Doherty. They go along the baseline, and I think Morrow's going to be called for the foul. Be number 3 on Josiah. Well, I'm watching Cortez Adams, and he just went right with his chest right into Morrow. He's asking for it, and I think the refs got to really look at this closely because he's.
Well, there's no question the referees are going to call everything possible right now because they just do not want to get this game out of control.
So Michael Howard will shoot 2 now. And back in the game is Demings with 4 fouls. Big free throw shooting by the Orioles. 55-47 Oriole lead. Section 6 4A quarterfinal on the line. Long 3. Good rebound. Howard picking up the, oh, they call travel. Well, we've seen Terrell Adams with that's his third travel called against him. Had he not picked that up, I think Michael Howard would have had a foul.
I thought it might have been a fall. It looked like it possibly was.
We'll get a press put on here.
Well, this full court press has bothered Park a little bit.
Mayfield. Rebound, Mayfield. Put back, and it is good.
That was a Michael Jordan shot.
It was a big one. Almost a steal that time by Howard. Mayfield now may have just picked up his fourth. He does. Victoria's getting a little too aggressive a little bit on defense. That's the way they're playing this game.
You wind them up and let them go is what's happening right now.
$14 in the game for Terrell Adams. Get into our blind spot. Not good. Put back by Doherty on the backside. Rebound. He's fouled.
That was a big rebound.
Brandon Charles with the foul called on him. Both teams have committed the 10 maximum fouls. Surprise, surprise. This is Royals continue to drive at the free throw line. I'm not going to add them up till after.
No. You're bringing the mathematician in here to do that.
A little short on the second one. The Royals may have made 7 or 8 straight free throws up until that point. Now for the three. It's good. Gordon. 7-point game.
Just when you think it might be over, but it's never over.
Tough pass to handle by Howard. Orioles take a timeout.
I think that's a great timeout by Coach Breitenbucher. Just settle things down, get the guys, get their heads back into it. Well, Washburn's hit some three-pointers tonight. Just when you think the game might be, being decided, you hit that three, get back in the game.
So you keep talking. I'm going to add up the free throws here.
Well, that might take you a while, but 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Park 7-point lead. And right now it's going to come down to discipline, handling the ball, staying out of foul trouble, and using the clock. Every player now should know a time score situation. Very important coming down to the game. They've had a whole season. This isn't the first time this happened. It's learned from other games and as well. So I think coach has got him in the right frame of mind, Bruce.
St. Louis Park 18 for 21 from the free throw line. Washburn 12 of 20. Green tried to get it to Doherty on the break, was stolen away. Notice bring it back out. 7-point game. Inside, Demings with the basket.
That's a great dribble penetration.
Orioles can't have these lazy passes right now. Kyrie Stop, shoots, doesn't go. Out of bounds. Miller basketball. Only a 5-point game here with 2:52 remaining. Plenty of time for the Millers. Rebound on the missed shot. Put back is good by Deming. It's a one-possession game. Howard and a foul from behind will be called on number 11, Cortez Adams, number 4. That's his third foul.
I see we got Donald's coming back in the ball game now.
Two free throws in the game. It's almost like the Cooper Vanille game we saw. 6 free throws. Richard Green trying to get the ball. It's on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball. This will be Washburn's ball on the alternate possession.
I've seen a lot of basketball, but that was wonderful. What an effort by both teams.
Couple floor burns.
Oh, wow. Give the both teams credit for that one.
Teams are playing hard. Cortez Adams directing traffic as we hit the 2-minute mark. 5-point Oriole lead. There's a 3. Not good. Green got the rebound. Kadamers back to Green. He keeps it inbound. They're throwing right now to a spot, and the players are getting to that spot.
They're shortening the passing up a little bit. There we go. Just what you talked about. Kind of a lazy pass, cross court.
A 3-point game, 1 possession now. Orioles will take a timeout. Coaching staff, you can see the Millers, the players are so fired up.
Well, they
the
are.
Coaches are pulling their players saying, don't say anything dumb or do anything stupid here.
Well, one thing Park can do against this press is you got to keep the ball off of the sidelines, get it back to the middle of the floor, so you have some options.
Been a great basketball game, and the Millers are not giving up. They are athletic. They can get in the passing lane. They steal the ball. And
well, how many times did we think, at least in my mind, well, this game is kind of maybe over with. Once they had that 10-point lead, but they just melted away.
They keep chiseling, and now it's a 3-point game. And it could come down to the free throw line again here at the end.
Well, Park, again, you had mentioned earlier that kind of a slow, lazy pass cross court. That is a no-no at any time of the game.
Well, even these passes that they're throwing, these long passes that are almost heading to the sideline, and the players are having to make a good stab at that basketball just to keep it in play.
Kind of like a wide receiver that isn't there, just throw the ball out there and expect him to catch it.
Josiah Morrow's played a lot of minutes in this game. More than he's played probably all season.
Yeah. Well, one thing the Millers have not given up in this game either. You give them an awful lot of credit.
See how close they are on defense, too. Inside. Morrow draws the foul. See Coleman's 5th foul. He's out of the game. Well, they'll replace him with Lotz, who's done a great job from three-point range. A couple threes in this game. 4-point game. First miss for Josiah. Under a minute. And the foul is number 5 on Chalmers. Not much Chalmers could do. They got the ball inside to Demings that time.
Well, White, he just, had to stand his ground, and it was just a call. That's the way it works.
Demings 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He'll get to shoot 2, and he hits the free throw. Chance to make it a 2-point game here. And that's a 2-point game. Orioles having trouble getting it in, and a timeout.
It was a smart play by Morrow. Didn't recognize that he couldn't get the ball in. Quick timeout.
Not sure how many the Orioles have left, but you got to be down there. Great basketball game, 61-59. Both teams trying to stave off elimination in the quarterfinals.
Well, the 51 seconds, Bruce, can last a lifetime.
Again, there's the section brackets. Winner of this game will take on the winner of YZ against South. They're playing tonight. Armstrong was up by 7 points, I believe, at halftime over Cooper. I haven't seen anything in the Hopkins Southwest score. Good bracket, though. And hopefully St. Louis Park's a part of it as we advance. A lot of time left, 51 seconds, and only a 2-point game.
Well, we'll see what Park. This is probably a chance to go over the top of this, but we got to remember that center wall for a long pass. That's our sixth defensive player.
Into Kyrie. Got 10 seconds to get it over. And he does. Doherty. Howard. Oh, and did not get that ball to go. That was a really bad roll off of that rim for Howard.
I expected it to go down. It looked like it did.
You know how many of those he's hit all year. That one just rolls out.
Well, these are real important free throws right now.
You know, that was a question whether they were going to go in or continue to take it out and force the foul. It's number 5 on Newbert. So second player to foul out for Washburn. St. Louis Park has one player fouling out, that's Dahmers. Nine of 10 from the free throw line for Michael Howard in this game. This is the first. Second one's so important to make it a full one possession game. You know, the pressure starts mounting for the players as they hit the free throw line in this situation.
Well, Bruce, the fans are into this game too. It's wonderful to see a big crowd like this.
Howard misses a pair. Washburn now can tie or take the lead. They're going to call a timeout. 61-59. 28 seconds to go, and we are saying 28 to go in regulation because we could have some overtime here.
I thought of that when Dahmers called out. That hopefully this one will not go into overtime, but you never know.
Boy, the tension, after that second missed free throw, and St. Louis Park has done such an amazing job, including Howard, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, and misses the 2 free throws. And now Washburn with a chance to take the lead, tie or take the lead on this possession.
Well, it's be interesting to see how Washburn plays this. If they're going to down by 2, how soon do you try to get that shot up? And if they do miss, do they foul right away? They're going through those scenarios right now.
Momentum has turned a little bit here. I think Washburn, you can see a little more confidence when they have a shot here.
Well, you have to guard the three-point line as well.
Gotta go back up. So now we're down to the last 26 seconds. Adams in the corner. They work it inside. This is who they like to have the ball. Now they get out, back in. Crossword off the hands of the Billers. Intended that time for Charles off his fingertips. 12 seconds to go. Orioles still got to get the basketball in. And they're going to bring in Joey Whitlock.
This is a time, I think, Bruce, to spread the floor a little bit. Don't get so many players down on the end where they're trying to inbounds the ball.
Well, Demings was the player inside that they were trying to go to, and the Orioles did a good job defensively.
This is how they brought the ball in before.
Oh, almost stepping on the baseline that time, Kyrie Mayfield. He has it stolen away, and we get a timeout, or what do we got here? I don't know. Referee's talking.
Well, the coach is right over here in the corner as well.
Orioles basketball with 6 seconds to go. Coach Brighton Bucher wants a timeout. I was thinking maybe he should, if he doesn't, hopefully he has another timeout because they have to get the ball inbounds.
Right.
I don't know, Paul, we got to look at that last one. We're so into this game, I haven't even been able to take a look at the monitor to see if we have a replay on that.
Well, it looked like the Washburn player had the ball and slid out of bounds. There's a Washburn touch, and then he slid out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he tried, fans are saying he's trying to call timeout.
That's exactly it.
Right.
The referee was right over there. I don't know if you could hear him or not. Well, the next thing is getting an inbounds pass.
That's right. And if you get it in, I think you could just hold it and have them follow you here because there's only 6 seconds. You don't have to get it across the 10-second line.
No. And you're right. You don't have to make that second pass to have it intercepted. Just hang on to it.
You know, Kyrie Mayfield tried to do too much with the ball in that end, lost the basketball. I think, you know, you have a chance to right now.
Well, there again, now, you know, who do they try to throw the ball into? That's important as well.
And the Millers have done such a good job guarding the inbound pass. Kyrie Mayfield's the one, and when he got the ball that last time, he was so close to stepping out on the baseline. It was almost a handoff along the baseline.
Well, that's just it, too. You know, again, putting that ball inbounds in the corner, that's not a good situation.
Yeah, Michael Howard sitting at center court. And it's off the Orioles, so couldn't get it in. And now we'll have a timeout for Washburn. That's where I was wondering if the Orioles should have saved a timeout, and if they couldn't get it in, have a timeout left to burn.
That and keeping the floor spread is so important to trying to get the ball inbounds. There were just too many people in that little corner.
See if Washburn takes it inside, or do they go for a 3 to win the game here? They did a number of threes.
I have a feeling that they'll try to drive the ball inside, get fouled, try to get a 2-point shot to tie it up.
Orioles got to be careful that they don't foul and give them a 3-point opportunity to win the game. Possession arrow.
Well, can you believe a whole season of work comes down to the last 5 seconds?
That's why I'm glad I'm not a coach.
Oh, wow.
It's hard enough to be a fan.
Or a referee.
Right. Referees have had a tough job.
Well, the referees were right down on top of that last play, so there wasn't any question.
Well, the whole house is erupting. Comes down to 5 seconds. 61-59. Inbounding the ball will be number 11, Cortez Adams. Watch for Demings inside. Drive to the basket. Throw it in. The Orioles win the basketball game. Orioles win the game. The referee's trying to get off the court.
Well, this is where you got to be careful they don't get hurt.
Yeah, tough, dejected Washburn team. And, oh, watch out. It was a hard-fought game.
It's just heartbreaking for Washburn. It really is. They played so hard, did so well, coached well. Your heart goes out to them.
They gave themselves a chance to tie that game up.
Oh, Bruce. Well, we've seen a lot of games, but this is about as good as it gets.
Unbelievable, and I'll tell you, your heart goes out to both teams, and Coach, Jack Lynch going over to try and talk to a Washburn player.
This stage of the game is just kind of good that the players stay away from each other when the heat's on like this.
So and you can see the athletic director out there trying to, make sure nothing happens. But this was a really tight game. I mean,
we haven't seen a game at St. Louis Park quite like this for a long time.
It's a game. It's that kind of game that can you get to advance on, and now you feel like you got nothing to lose. You're able to pull this one out. You got you're all psyched up. You get to go play the #1 team in the section, but but at least this for the seniors. Their season goes on, and what a game! What a great game by this whole team. I want to say, as we've watched this team throughout the year, they played so well together. Such an unselfish team and a well-deserved win. Michael Howard, great to see the Orioles win this one. So Michael didn't have to end his career after hitting 9 of 10 and then missing 2 free throws. And the Orioles were able to overcome a lot of foul trouble. And as we saw, Washburn had foul trouble at the end too as well.
Well, I don't know how many times we thought this game, in your own mind, okay, I think it's over. And then Washburn just kept coming back. You can't say enough about them as far as what a wonderful team that is. And coach.
Josiah Morrow, amazing game he had. Doherty had a great game for the Orioles. Michael Howard, just Kyrie Mayfield, all the team. And then how hard they had to play defensively on that last set to be able to stop the Millers. They stopped the Millers twice defensively from tying this basketball game and possibly winning it.
It kind of reminds you of a football game down on the goal line. The team's going to score with time running out, 1 yard to go, and what are you going to do?
Well, big win for the St. Louis Park Orioles as they advance to the quarterfinals. We're going to be bringing you that game Saturday night. If you get a chance, you may want to head out and watch the St. Louis Park Orioles as they play. And there'll be a couple games that night. So, we'll have Hopkins, maybe Hopkins and Armstrong in the other game, which will be a great basketball game. So Orioles can use a lot of support. Come out, support your St. Louis Park Orioles and these seniors trying to continue their careers and see if they can win another one here and a big upset against Wayzata. But a big game tonight. We want to thank everyone for joining us as the St. Louis Park Orioles advance to the Section 6 4A semifinal game with a 61-59 win over the Minneapolis Washburn Millers. Thanks again for joining us. Good night.